15 kids and 2 bunk beds, you know, so, you know, we came up, it was a little rough, you know, growing up in that neighborhood. And sometimes when you hanging around the wrong people, you can get thrown into some mess like drugs and gang banging, hanging around the wrong crowd. So, you know, through my time growing up in the north side of St. Louis, I got involved in some nonsense, you know, but at the same time, I always knew where I wanted to go in life because I had a goal. You know, I had my mind was set on being something, which as you can see before I walked in here, you played the video. That's always what I wanted to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? So we here today to let you know that it's more to it. You know what I'm saying? Than drugs and gang banging and being in the street. Because right now, you know, it's telling us something that y'all want to be something just by y'all being here and everybody plays football. So evidently you must have a love for something. You know, you play football, so it is something you want to be. And we here just to let you know that it can't happen. You know, and we not just talking. You know, we living proof. So you want to speak on that question?
I mean, I agree with you 100%. It's like you got to be dedicated to something. You know, it's going to school. I understand it's hard enough, but you know, you got to have those extracurricular activities like what you all are doing with football. I think it's a beautiful thing, man. Just keep it pushing. You know, if the goal is the NFL, push hard. If the goal is to get into college, push hard, because you can go to college, offer athletic scholarship, and get a job doing something else making good money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, don't set your have a plan A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? Just set yourself up for success in the future. So, I mean, I'm just piggybacking off of what he said, man. So just go hard on whatever you do. Make sure it's legal. You know, go hard with it legal.
Definitely make sure it's legal.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
You talk neighborhoods. You got your crew with you. What high school did you guys attend, and did you graduate?
What high school I attend McClure North. It's in the St. Louis County, McClure North High. And you know, everybody there, all I used to do when I was in school, everybody know me from being in class, always writing raps. But at the same time, I paid attention in my class too. You know, I got my work done. You know, so when I got my work done and everything, that's when I was, you know, write my raps, have a little fun doing that. But everybody at school knew that's what I wanted to be, because that's what I would project and put out there. That's what I love to do. And I did graduate, and I'm still in school. I still take courses right now. Like I'm taking metapsychology and metaphysics, you know. So I took numerology, I took astrology, astronomy. I'm still in school right now. So it's not something that I just quit doing, you know what I mean, just because I progressed and was successful in my field of music. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to further my education, you know, just in case it's gonna be one day where I ain't gonna be 45 still wanting to, you know, put out an album. I might want to do something else. So you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to have a proper education and proper intelligence to be able to pursue another career in which direction I choose to go when I'm done with my music. You know?
I graduated from Pattonville High School, and that's in St. Louis County as well. And just like Ching, I mean, I'm in school right now. And it's cool because once you verbalize your goals to people, even your teachers, you'll find that people will help you out. You might have something that you want to kind of keep to yourself, but if it's something you love to do, let them know. Like I got teachers right now, I'm on the road. Like we was in Australia for 2 weeks. I Skyped into all my classes. You know, so I'm on the computer.
And you were serious about it too.
You know, I was just on the computer, and everything the teacher said, he asking me questions while I'm in Australia. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, verbalize your goals, put it out there, and it's easier to say, well, if I can't do this because I'm doing this. It's not necessarily true, because I kind of felt that way. Like, how can I go to school when I'm always on the road? I'm always gone. You can make a way. If it's something you want to do, you'll find a way to do it. So, you know, keep pushing.
Definitely. And like I said, I watch him do it. He goes in his room and, you know, take his class. Same thing with me. I sit on my computer, have my headphones on, sitting there in the class for about six hours. Then have to go perform later that day. So, you know, school is definitely something you need to stick with, graduate, and high levels of education. You know, finishing college, and all that. That's definitely important, and you getting to where you want to get in life. You know what I mean? But I think each and every one of you need to know. Don't get discouraged, and don't follow up behind the wrong crowd of people. You know what I'm saying? Always think for yourself. Have your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Be your own leader. You know what I mean? Don't depend on going through life. I mean, take advice. I'm not saying when somebody telling you something right, take advice. You know, apply it to your everyday life, but think for yourself and do what you feel. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be all right.
All right, since we touched on that, we have a subject called where I ask the kids, what's your why? What was your reasoning for trying to get out?
To get out of
The inner city, to make money, the struggle. What was your why? You touched on it before when you said the living quarters when you were growing up with your family. But we always say, what is our why? Why are you doing what you do?
Why am I doing what I'm doing now? Music and everything. Yeah. Why I'm doing what I'm doing, man. First of all, I just had a love for music. I got tired of struggling. I come from a family with my father, my mother. We wasn't the richest people. We wasn't really wealthy, but we was getting by. And I got aunties and uncles and cousins and people who strung out on drugs and everything, man. And I always told myself I didn't want to live like that. Or if I had kids, I didn't want my kids living like that, because what you are and who you are, if you have kids or if you got little brothers or little cousins and they around you, they picking that up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a computer. They downloading that software that you giving off. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that you putting out the right leadership skills. You know, for your son or for your little cousin, for your brother, so they can take that and be like, oh, it makes them want to do better and be a better person. So I wanted to get away from that whole environment and negativity, you know. So I try to put myself around positive people, you get positive outcomes, you know, positive actions. You put yourself around negative people, you attract negative, you know. And I wanted to get myself out of the whole negativity, period, because I was in them wrong crowds. I was dealing with a lot of people that were negative, and my mind stayed in where I was at. And as I grew up, I just got more mature and more wiser in knowing what I want to do in my inner self, you know. And I just wanted to get away from the negativity, the lifestyle of the hood or whatever, man, because that stuff, you know, growing up, they glorify it like it's I'm from the hood and I'm this and I'm that. They glorify it like it's the best thing. But at the end of the day, when you growing up in that place and feeling what you feel, you going to school, and when you walking on the streets and you seeing all that going on, it's not good. Ain't nothing good about it. It ain't even nothing to brag on. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get away from all that, man, and just live peaceful. And for my family to live peaceful, friends to live peaceful, and just progress and be successful and succeed in life, you know. So that was my why.
What's your why, sir?
I can't really say it better than that, man. I think, like, everybody in this room right now in high school, you all are here, y'all not getting paid. Y'all doing this because y'all want to be here. Y'all doing this because y'all love the sport. And that's how you got to take the approach in life. Whatever you want to do, think about doing it like I would do this if I wasn't getting paid or not. You know what I'm saying? So I know in each and every one of y'all, there's something that y'all like besides football, or if it's just football. Just go hard at that, and just set yourself up for the future. Don't always look at it like, I know a lot of times on TV they be like doctor, lawyer. They only name like those high glorified jobs, but you can make a lot of money doing other stuff. So just research, figure out what it is that you like to do and what it is that you want to be involved in, and go for it. That's my why. Like, I do music strictly because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I come from the north side too. I come from the hood too. But, you know, I didn't necessarily see a whole ton of negativity because I had older siblings around that kind of kept me from that. So I'm not about to sit here and tell y'all, yeah, I seen drugs dealing. Yeah, I mean, of course I knew what was going on, but I wasn't actively involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So my why was I wanted to come up. I wanted to make good music. I wanted to be heard. I wanted to do what I'm doing right now. If one person takes a good message out of this, man, I feel like we done our job. I hope everybody, you know, does. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, that's how I met him. I mean, this man has sold 15 million records. He didn't have to help me, but he saw he saw the drive I had in me, and he helped me progress in my career. Yeah, I mean, I was actually, like, I was just a local artist in our area, and I had a record that made it to the radio, and the radio started spinning the crap out of it, you know what I'm saying? But I sampled one of his records without his permission, you know what I'm saying? So my partners is running around. I mean, it's hard to catch up with him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's traveling and everything, and I'm just in the we trying to catch him like, man, do you mind if I use this? But DJs is like, we don't care if he says yes or no, we gonna play it. But on my end, I'm like, out of respect, I need to talk to this man. So I finally, he had a birthday party, and I went to his birthday party. He up in VIP, and I'm down at the bottom. Hey,
oh
hey,
man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do whatever I can to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, what's good? I'm like, man, I'm MC, I got the record. He's like, come on up. And from that point on, I didn't know this man from a can of paint. He didn't have to do nothing for me. But I mean, through that, we done traveled the world. I done performed. I done got my music out. I done records with bigger artists, and that's a blessing. That's just it's like, I mean, that didn't have to happen. So it's like things can happen. Verbalize your goals, get it out there, because you just never know where it's gonna, lead you to. So I'm living proof.
Yeah, definitely living proof that it can happen. Living proof that goals and dreams can come true, because I used to sit at home looking at BET, MTV, all these, these music channels and being like, man, I wish I was on there. Soul Train Award, man, I wish I was on there. And all them same networks I was looking at, I done got an award from. You know what I'm saying? So living proof that your dreams can come true is real.
Now let's talk about those dreams. I always call it the hustle. Whatever you're doing, you got to be a good hustler and hustle hard at it. How many hours